Very good evening to all. Today's topic is cultivation of viruses. As viruses multiply only in living cells, they cannot be grown on any of the inanimate culture medium. Three methods are employed for the cultivation of viruses: animal inoculation, embryonated egg inoculation, tissue culture. Tissue culture is divided into organ culture, explant culture, cell culture. Cell culture further subdivided into primary cell culture, diploid cell strains, and continuous cell lines. Let's see what is animal inoculation. Animal inoculation is used for primary isolation of certain viruses, to study pathogenesis of viral diseases, to study viral oncogenesis. Infant mice are used in the isolation of arboviruses and coccical viruses, many of which do not grow in any other systems. Animals may be inoculated by several routes: intracerebral, subcutaneous, intraperitoneal, intranasal. Second one is embryonated egg inoculation. Good Pasture in 1931 first used embryonated hen's egg for cultivation of viruses. Embryonated hen's egg, which has 7 to 12 days old, are inoculated by one of the several routes such as chorioallantoic membrane, allantoic cavity, amniotic sac, and yolk sac. After inoculation, eggs are incubated for 2 to 9 days. For a better understanding of embryonated egg inoculation, let's understand this diagram. This is chorioallantoic membrane, amniotic sac, yolk sac, allantoic cavity. These are the parts used for the cultivation of viruses in the embryonated egg. First part is chorioallantoic membrane. Chorioallantoic membrane is inoculated mainly for growing pox viruses. It produces visible lesions. Each pox is derived from a single virion. Pox counting therefore indicates the number of viruses present in the inoculum. Pox produced by the different viruses have different morphology. These are pox which produced by the pox viruses by the inoculation of chorioallantoic membrane. Third one is amniotic sac. Inoculation into the amniotic sac is mainly used for the primary isolation of influenza virus. Fourth one is yolk sac inoculation. It is inoculated for the cultivation of some viruses and certain bacteria. Second one is allantoic cavity. Allantoic inoculation is employed for growing influenza virus for vaccine production. Third method of cultivation of viruses is tissue culture. Tissue culture is divided into organ culture, explant culture, cell culture. Cell culture further subdivided into primary cell culture, diploid cell strains, continuous cell lines. Organ culture. Small bites of organs are maintained in tissue culture growth medium. Organ cultures are useful for the isolation of highly specialized parasites of certain organs. For example, tracheal ring culture for the isolation of coronavirus, a respiratory pathogen. Explant culture. Fragments of minced tissue can be grown as explants, which was originally known as tissue culture. This method is rarely done nowadays. Example, adenovirus. Cell culture. This is the type of culture routinely employed for the diagnostic virology. Tissues are dissociated into the component cells by the action of proteolytic enzymes such as trypsin. Cell cultures are classified into three different types on the basis of their origin, chromosomal characters, and the number of generations through which they can be maintained. Primary cell culture, diploid cell strains, continuous cell lines. Primary cell culture. These are normal cells freshly taken from the organs of animals or human beings and cultured. They are capable of 5 to 10 divisions. They are commonly used primary isolation of viruses and their cultivation for vaccine production. Monkey kidney cell culture, chick embryo fibroblast cells. Diploid cell strains. These are cells of a single type that contain a same number of chromosomes as the parent cells and are diploid. They can be subcultured for the limited number. After about 50 serious subcultures, they undergo senescence and the cell strains is lost. Continuous cell lines. These are cells of a single type that are capable of indefinite growth in vitro. They are usually derived from cancerous tissue. These cells grow faster and their chromosomes are haploid. They can be serially cultivated indefinitely, therefore, they are termed continuous cell lines.